Wow. Guys, good morning. Good morning once more. In fact, as you can see, I'm on a run. So I hope all of you are good. Thank you so much for checking in. Thank you so much for ensuring that Zach Discovery is moving to 5,000. So guys, I was told this morning that the Masons are at the site. So as you can hear, in fact, I'm rushing there very fast so that they called me that they said they have already fixed the motor. They have already started repairing. So the cements have already been cut, they have already been mixed. Because remember the other time, in fact, I had prepared them that we're going to work today. Now, so unfortunately, I didn't manage to tell them, because yesterday I was going through quite a lot. I didn't manage to tell them that I didn't manage to tell them that I did not get money for the job today. Now, they called me that they wanted the PVC paper. Remember, the money that remained with was 2,000. 2,000 was it 150 after paying those guys. So I don't know. In fact, as you can see, as I was called, in fact, I had to rush even. I didn't even. I was not near the helmet. I was not near the chest guard. So I don't know. So it's my request, guys, please. These guys are working, and I don't have money to pay them today. And I said that for today I'll be having 4 Masons, and they've told me all of them have attended. 4 Masons, 4 handmen, that's already 6,000, plus 3 drums of water, which each drum contain 18 buckets, and 18 buckets times 3 times 20. So guys, it's a humble request, a very humble request, please, that I need these guys to be paid, because what will I do if I don't pay them? So it's a humble request from Zach Discovery. Please do something. Let's reach the site and see what they're doing. All right, guys. So I have just arrived at the site, and yeah. So inside I'm having some fear. Outside I'm pretending to laugh, because as I said initially, yeah. So I had brought them this paper. This one. Kombuya. Hiyo ni ya kupikia hawa uji. Hawa wakulipe. Wakulipe. Usipikie watu uji, na nikiwalipa kila mtu ananyamaza, hata wakwambii tumelipwa basi tunaenda, hakuna. So here we are, guys. So the mortar is the cement plus the soil has already been mixed, and we are preparing now mortar. In fact, I arrived when already they have started. So you can see each fund is from each corner. Ngaras. Waje baba. Leo najua mnafanya kazi na sijapata pesa yenu. Rafiki yangu. Unajua hiyo kitu iko kwa kamera. Utasikia kesho naambia huyo jamaa afutwe kazi. So I was informing Ngarasi that we are working but have not got their pay today. So Ngarasi is saying because in the evening you will not be saying that. So after hard work, I don't know what will happen, but it's a humble request that so can you work on a day today? Let's start from the Mremba. Mremba akikubali, so we just carry forward. Ama you can volunteer. Ngaras, can you volunteer? Can you do charity? Free of charge. So the word means no. All right. I understand, because this is a back to school season, and everybody is in a rush to ensure that the children are having the stationery, the school fees are required, everything. So, and you? Good morning. Kwa salama? Kwa nauliza, can you work kwa deni today? Why not? Give us a reason to skip. Ngarasi anakikwepesha swali. All right. So the lady has said no, maybe because of the requirements that maybe she need to attend in the evening. So guys, we are here. We have already started. And so this one was keyword very well. Yesterday I didn't manage to come here because I was attending some family responsibilities. But I had given directives that this screening needs to be keyword properly. So it was done well. In fact, when you can look, it was done well up today. So today they're going now to put. So Baba God, hali vipi? Kwa salama ba? Yes. Unapambana? All right. Muko na chacha? Kuna chacha hapa. Muko hapa na wewe na chacha mwenyewe na sinsiga. All right. So by the end of the day we're going to check whose corners are bending. Sawa sawa? Ni gani imebend? So chacha gani nimebend? Chacha onyesha umaarufu. Kabisa. Unajua nakujua. Na Victor. Victor. Kwa namna gani wewe? Naona unapambana kwa hako kakona. So guys, today we are setting the house. 6 layers. This causes 5 namna gani? Unless tofali ziishe. 5 aje. We agreed on the camera it is 6 causes. What is giving you 5 today? So that if we get money tomorrow when we come here, we are going to put the 2. Can we put the 2 causes and we put the rinto? Is it possible? Unasema it's for possible. Mbili tu kama hizo mbili then mufunge rinto juu. All right, but what I'm afraid is, will these bricks be enough to build the 6 causes? Yeah, Josh. Will the bricks be enough? That is the problem I'm having. All right. So we are waiting to see the end of the result. But my humble request is that this guy, I don't have his pay. The people that brought water, I don't have. So, and you have seen the reaction when I asked whether they can work on a debt. So, you know, with those people that we have responsibilities when you get out of the house each day, by the end of the day when you go home, they expect something, especially the children. And I don't think excuses can be taken. Because in fact, I remember like my children, it was last week that they opened school, and this week we were told to be, we were reminded by a letter that we start preparing to pay the school fees. That is it. So that was what I mean by, if we get out, Pastor namna Kombuya. Sawa. If you get out, you have to come in the evening with something. All right, so as you can see, the construction of this room is a bit different in how it has come to the extreme side of this foundation. There's a reason, because we want to make it full 10-10. 10-10. Itaingia na ngarasi. Silikuwa 9-10, itaingia na 10-10. Akenabe na ngutina kebe kenene haki. Muragalie guchanda ni hano. All right, so sasa kipangia hapo kwa 10. Yaani sasa ni ya mama na atakuwa na kohoa hapo sasa akiangalia mji unaendeleaje. Na mzee mwenye sio wewe bwana. Ni mkono tu nilikuwa nanyosha juu. Sinsiga. Sio wewe bwana. So this is going to be the master bedroom. That is the reason why we have said it's going to be fully 10-10. As you can see, we have squeezed its construction to the extreme end. So we are going to ensure that, and also in that wall there, they are going to move toward. We are going now to squeeze a little bit of that. Yeah, so there are reasons why we we had to make sure that we did not squeeze it to this end. Remember when we could have reached this wall here, it could be even a problem to pass here with even a bucket of water. And also even during the plastering, meaning we could have demolished this one so that we can do the plastering. And let me now talk about the outlook of this house, how it will look exactly. We are going to do a slope house. This is a slope house. Slope house means like the one for Mama Maria, like one for Baba Godfrey. But it's going to slope from that end toward this side. So it's going to be like this, right? So the water will be running from that side, coming this way. So the gutters will be running on this end. So how will it be? We shall be having one door here because so it's a humble request that we do a normal house. Remember, if you remember very well, we did, okay, Baba Godfrey's house was a very standard house. Yeah, that is a house of its own because we did, that was my first project and I followed all the instructions you gave. And I thank God that I also gave you some of my opinions on the ground because there are some opinions that you people give and they're different from what should be done on the ground. For Baba Godfrey, we had 2 doors. And I saw the idea of having 2 doors was very wise because that structure did not have this bedroom, right? So for Baba Godfrey, it is just these 2 bedroom. Then this wall comes like this. Then that is the kitchen. So the entire of this structure was not there, this part. So we saw it wise to have a door at that end so that someone can access it this way and someone can access it through the living room to the kitchen. But now these are different structure. What do I mean by different structure? We are having a compact, this is like, by the this is a rectangle. Because you can see we're having 30 by 20. Then, let me request, we can do away with the one door. The windows, if you request, if you suggest, we can have the same size. So we are going to have a window at this side. We're going to have a door there. We're going to have a window there. We're going to have a window, that room that Baba Godfrey is bending there. We're going to have a window also at the back side. That side that you're seeing that guy with the, is it the orange? Now that room where you're seeing the green spade. We're going to have a window. So the living room, we're going to have a door, a window. Then we shall have a window. Then we shall have a window also in this bedroom. So each bedroom should have a window. How many bedrooms do we have? There are 3. And the kitchen will have 1 window. So if I give a suggestion, because you remember the other time the windows for Baba God, those windows were large. And the quotation for those windows was very extreme, that it becomes very hard for us even to manage. Now let's do the normal window. But for the kitchen, we shall do a large window. Now, because of the heat that will be coming from the kitchen, we can say 2 windows, but normal size like the one for Mama Maria. So those are 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 windows. And if the economy squeezes too far, then we can have 5 windows. 5 windows plus 1 door. Because most of us, we do suggest that, let's have large windows, let's do this, but, and we do that, and to get that fund becomes a problem. A big problem. So let's do just the normal size like for Mama Maria, the windows, and we minimize the numbers. So the doors, we do 1 door. Okay. Some of you will say, for security purpose, we need to have an external door, the one leading to the outside. My humble question is, let's look all of us at this structure. This structure has one door and one window. So we would want to do a standard house like the one in the Western countries, but we are moving someone from this structure to this structure. This house has only one window. This house has 5 windows. Now, which one is more aerated? In fact, I can say the one aerated is this one that we're constructing. So some of you had already suggested, oh, let's do a veranda. The veranda had talked about because there was no extension where we could build that veranda. If we were to build a veranda or a corridor, that veranda, the exterior part toward the door, then we would have to demolish that structure. Yeah, because by the way, it's very hard. It's very hard. Let me tell you that we meet quite a number of suggestions. Quite a number of suggestions that some of them we have to do hard decisions. Let me give you a good example. One day, one of you approached me in my Gmail account and said, in fact, when I remember that email, when I read through that email, you know, some people can just set you. Because some people are just out there to make sure that they collapse you. Now, this person sent me an email and said, Zach, I want you to demolish the kitchen. Also demolish the house that Mama Joseph is living in. And you get a container. You remember the container, the cargo containers? You put somewhere in this land so that they can. And I want to construct for them everything, starting from the toilet, the big house, a kitchen. Now, for some of the Masons who are hearing what I'm saying, in fact, they are like, now, can you get that test? That is like now I'm on the weighing machine. Eh? So you demolish this house, you demolish the kitchen that was on this side, then you leave these people hanging. Okay, this person did not say, Zach, 500,000 is there. Go to Mombasa, get a container, bring those people who can they design that container to be a house that people can live, then demolish those houses. I told that person boldly that I can't do that. How can you do that? You come and tell someone that I want to put this house down and they're sleeping inside with the children. Because someone somewhere that you do not even know is promising heaven on earth, which cannot come. So I said, no, I can't do that. And that was the end of the conversation between that person and me. And that person maybe is watching my videos. That person, I'm sure, is watching my video. That person is seeing that the construction in this family has started, but that person, I'm sure, has never contributed. Now, all that story is coming because I want us to meet at one point. Because I have already talked about the windows, I've already talked about the door. Then let's not complicate this structure, because I remember when I was talking about the construction in this family, all of us, we said we need to do a simple house, a good house that will not pinch us a lot because of the economic status of the globe. So let's have, at least this is the only room that can have a maximum of 2 windows. At 2 windows. And I've explained that this is a room that people will be cooking inside using G-coal, so they need enough air. This one, they only need 1 window. That one, they need 1 window. The other one, they need 1 window. The living room need a door, and they need the window from the back side. Done. This is a house that, but we do a good house. Okay, when I talk about the windows, I do not mean that we don't do we do a good house. If it's possible, we do a house that is better than the Godfrey's. Better than. Okay, I'll show you what I mean by better than, because maybe we shall choose different colors. Because the Masons, I'm having these guys, they're the ones that did the work at, especially Victor, we have Ngarasi, we have Chacha. Yeah, so, but today we are lucky we're having a lady. Maybe this one is going to be best. She's a girl. Are you sure she's a girl? I know. That one cannot. Are you a girl, man? You know girls are going to school and you are here. You are a girl. Confirm that, because one of the mason might want a number and you are still a girl, so we don't want problems. Are you a girl? She's not sure, eh? So we leave that discussion there. Because you can see even Chacha is very happy with that topic. So, you know, there are topics when you bring even in class, children, all of those who are sleeping will wake up. Yeah, for those who are teachers, we know that. So, we have started, guys. We have started. But now my problem is that I'm having some chills in my stomach. Butterflies. Ngarasi, by the end of the day, will be grabbing my collar that he wants to pay. Okay, they are good guys when you are paying them. But when they don't pay them, I'm sure they will change the color. So, exactly. You can hear Chacha from the sides exactly. Here. He's saying exactly. Do you have a child in secondary school, Chacha? Form 1. Form 1. She's joining and you are here. Who is taking her or him? Mama anampeleka. Mbona hapo hutaki kuongea Kizungu? Chacha. Unaelewa Kizungu sana. Unaelewa sasa, mbona hutaki kuongea hapo? Umeorganize maneno sawa. Hutaki wajue umepanga maneno. So where is it the boy or a daughter? Boy. Where is he joining? Omesoko, eh? So Chacha needs some pocket money for the boy. Or need a scholar? Oh. But then remember today I was talking with a friend of ours, eh? And she was inquiring how comes that we are taking our children to boarding schools, not day schools. Can you say something about that, Chacha? Between a day scholar and a boarder, nani ana perform?
Yule wa boarder ana perform vizuri.
Kwa sababu gani?
Kwa sababu pale hapati watoto hawapati muda wa kutembea, wanakuwa busy na masomo, lakini wakiwa hapa nje akitoka shuleni kuweka vitabu
anaenda zake.
Ni usiku mnakutana naye unambana kama ni kufanya maneno ya homework ya shule.
All right. Ile ya Sinsiga ni futi ngapi?
Ile tuliweka futi
4. Hiyo. Futi 4, lakini nimeambiwa saa hizi ule mtu mkijenga muhakikishe unaona hizi milango ya ndani. Nimeambiwa hiyo milango isiji kaacho sehemu kubwa yenye inaacha nafasi kama kwa Sinsiga. Sijui mtafanya nini hiyo. Hiyo milango inakuanga futi kwenda juu hivi.
Sasa mwenye anakuja kupima milango ndio anapima vibaya. Lakini sasa futi zetu zinakuwa sawa.
Zinakuwa anapima sawa aje? Milango ya ndani unajua ile yenye tunanunua kutoka kwa duka inakuanga the same size. Ile flash door. So ndio hiyo tunasemea msiache nafasi. Hiyo ni request niliambiwa. Sawa. So Chacha was explaining something about the system in Kenya. Let me put clear, because a friend of mine, we were talking this morning and she was not getting clear why we don't allow children, especially from those poor backgrounds or humble background, they don't do day scholars. There's a reason why we don't allow most of the children to be day scholars. One, there are so many temptations when those children are walking on the road back to school or back to their homes and to school every day. That is the reason why Chacha was saying that when a child comes from school, reaches home, put the bag down, they just go and roit around. But those children within the school compound, within the school compound, we have school rules and regulations. So maybe you do just cleaning, then back to class. You are just near books. You are near the library. You are near the computer labs. So when I talk about computer labs, I don't mean that those children are able to access laptops in school. They only have a computer lab that is opened in some seasons. There are hours that those labs are opened, not every time. But they are near books. They are near friends who are reading. So they will be encouraged to work hard. So boarding schools in Kenya perform better. Another thing, 0.0 something % of private schools, which are secondary schools or high schools, perform in Kenya. Let me explain that. Anybody who from the government who is watching this will concur with me, because that is the government's work. The government has installed a lot of things, learning facilities in government high schools than private. Let's take for example a laboratory. A laboratory requires very many things for the learners to do science practicals. So for the private institutions, the owners would want profits, not losses. So you find that government schools are very equipped than the private schools. So government schools usually perform more than the rather than the low level like the primary level. So every time in my video, you must learn something new from the country. So thank you so much, guys, as you work toward making sure that I get the pay for these guys. As you can see, they are very quiet. You can see Sinsiga here. Can see him. Thank you. Thank you. See you in my next video, as we shall see how the house will look eventually in the evening. Bye-bye.